Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be discussing altruism, what it is, what it means, and why it occurs. The exact definition of altruism is the belief in or practice and selflessness concern of other people's well-being. So I use psychology today to help me with this project, and the article that I chose to read was called Extreme Altruism by Steve Taylor. So before we discuss the article too much, I wanted to make sure that everybody understands what altruism is. Like I said earlier, it's acting out of concern for another person's well-being. It occurs when someone notices another in a desperate time. A good synonym for altruism is empathy, an understanding of another's feelings. Altruism is not always natural. It requires disregarding your own concerns and putting someone before you. So after reading Steve Taylor's article, there were two main points that he touched on, and it was crisis leading to altruism and also human beings' capacity for altruism. The author mentions that after dealing with a difficult time in your life, something that can change you psychologically, it can be the doorway to altruism. For example, being diagnosed with cancer, being disabled, going through a long period of stress or depression, overcoming addiction, all of these things can eventually lead to becoming a very altruistic person. He mentions that these events in your life can maybe open your eyes up, and for some people it's actually a spiritual awakening. The spiritual awakening and the new perspective on life gives a whole new appreciation. He mentions that people who are altruistic typically think in the present and they're not caught up on the past or the future. They live in the moment and they live for now. The second thing that he touches on is humans' amazing ability for altruistic behavior. He says that naturally people act altruistically to people in their family. He says that in some cases acting altruistically to people that are not part of your family can be a way for people to boost their own ego and to make themselves look better in front of other people. This isn't true of all people. I believe that some people act altruistically to get attention, but I think that others are genuine when they help people out. One thing he mentions a lot in the article is organ donors. He says that when we act altruistically towards each other, it actually rewards our brain, and our reward pathway is active. He quoted a philosopher named Schopenhauer. Schopenhauer says, "His own true inner being actually exists in every other living creature, as truly and immediately known as my own conscious in myself." His main point is that all humans have the ability to feel for each other. And when we empathize with each other, it often triggers impulses to act through altruistic deeds. Alright, so I honestly really enjoyed doing this presentation, and I really did enjoy doing the research for this topic. Altruism is a word that I've heard thrown about in my life, and I never really knew exactly what it meant until I researched and read this article. I found it really interesting when the author mentioned that a rough patch in your life can lead to altruism. I can see how situations in my life have manifested into making me a person that is more concerned with other people. For example, I've switched schools, I don't even know how many times. I've been around so many people, I've been around so many different environments that my eyes have opened up to the world. And I honestly just love doing good for other people. He mentioned that some people do it to boost their own ego. I'm not consciously nice to people and expecting to get something in return, but I do believe in karma. I believe that what you put out into the world, you will return one day. So hopefully this presentation inspired some of you guys. Hopefully you liked it and learned something. If so, make sure to leave a like on this video. And thank you to Mr. Sleck's psychology class for watching this. Yeah, thank you guys and have a great day. I'll see you later. If you guys want to research and get farther in depth into the things that I touched on this video, I'll leave a link to psychology.com in the description, and as well as the link to the article that I read.